Hello, my name is Larry Belfield. Welcome to the show. And we've been going over the history of real estate, delving into the foundation of our world. Let's jump into the episode right here. For our previous episode, we were explaining the beginnings of the church and how they would show up and build you a house for the Lord. Any one of these empires. This is what the evidence point to. That they'll show up and build and build and build, starting with a house for God, and continue out to make enough that would last for the city and for all the people from everywhere. They would give so much. They would basically build you an entire world, a city, places to work, places to live, and places to play, everything that you need, an entire city. This is what these ancient civilizations did. They took over the world, but they left something so great that we still do it today, building and rebuilding. Now, there were always armies. However, their main duty was to carry out the king's will. This is what armies do. They did protect and serve, but it's clear that their duty belonged to the king. Now, if the king is evil, soldiers must still fall in line, or they will suffer the greatest of consequences. To go against your own army bears the shame of treason, for which the only punishment is death. These crusades, the caliphate, and the history of the Jews all point to this being the first sign of policing. This is the first time that you can call for help and someone comes. Not to destroy your people, but to come in and go directly to those responsible and deal with them directly. Take them into custody, and if any crimes were committed, take them out of power. Evil will not stand in these days. However, evil will not go without a fight. Instead of an all-out war, there's situations where Christians are killed under Muslim rule, and the assassination of the leader that just did gruesome killings, and then the retaliation lasts for years. And the only person that can explain why he attacked or why the attack occurred is dead. However, the evidence differs from the legend. The stories, rumors will arise out of conflict. The stories and rumors will arise out of any conflict. But the truth will come in time. We see a direct path on this map. A direct path to specific regions. Then after a few months, maybe even years, these crusaders return home. Albeit the trip takes most of the time. What is clear, after these so-called wars take place, the invading crusaders return home. The invading caliphate return home. The invading Romans return home. And there is more clear and accurate information that starts to come out of these regions, signifying that they leave the region more stable than it was when they got there. In all of history, there's never been a pattern of leaving the territory that you just conquered. In fact, the pattern of the Crusaders' events is so sporadic. They're not connected at all, not even through time. Some events happen at the same time, and some are years apart. And there are written accounts of all the events that took place. Full documented history, military records. What this is the first system of policing. Assemblies of people responding to an international incident. What we get out of these times is the stories of war. However, the wars are so far apart, in between the times, there are instances of fighting. But there are far more stories of togetherness. Look at this. There was a mayor of a Muslim city that began to place crosses on the top of the city's mosque. There was even once a pulpit, a podium placed inside of a mosque. This, of course, there were people, rioting and shouting to take it down. And there was so much backlash that it actually started conflict between the two religions. What it was is that the people became so intertwined with another in love that more of them than less of them thought it right to symbolize this time in history. These people were so connected, so deep, that they decided to change their religions for one another in love. Man collaged. There was another imam put a pulpit in a mosque. So these actions caused an uproar, and they caused some turmoil. But it's amazing to see these religions so closely connected, so close that they almost become one religion. Even though man has chosen to follow education, righteousness, God, man is still trying to follow God in his own way.